everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Spinach. So in this video, I'm going to discuss about top tips that I used in my reading subtest to score a B. So my scores in the recent OET exams were 1 A grade and 3 B grades. I scored 400 in reading subtest. So I'm going to share some of the important tips and tricks that I used in my reading subtest to get that score. But before that, let me first ask you to please like and comment in this video in the end, and do subscribe it right now. Just do not forget to share this with your friends. Okay, let's begin this video.
Reading subtest in OET consists of 3 parts: Part A, B and C. Part A consists of 20 questions and 15 minutes are given to us in order to solve these 20 questions. After Part A is finished, the question booklet and the answer sheet is taken back, and we are given a new set of question booklet, and that consists of 2 parts. That's Part B and C. Now we are given 45 minutes to solve these 2 parts. Part B holds 6 questions and Part C holds 16 questions. Now, I have already discussed about approaching Part A in my previous video, and I have left a link on the top right corner of this video. So if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it now. Now, in this video, we are going to cover Part B and C. So let's start with approaching Part B. So, as I already mentioned, Part B consists of 6 short texts. Now, these 6 short texts are followed by 6 multiple choice questions with 3 options each. What is the challenge? Well, your challenge in this case is to complete these 6 questions in 10 to 11 minutes. And that's because you have to give the rest of the time to solving Part C and also reviewing the questions that you will leave after solving both Part B and C. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that you have to give less than 2 minutes to one question. Now, I'm going to start with discussing a general way in which you can approach Part B. So, well, everyone has a different approach, okay? And I'm not saying anyone is wrong. Everyone is right in their own way as far as they get the answer correct, isn't it? Okay, so some might like to read the question and options and then go to the text and then read the text and find the answer. Some might like to, read the text and then read the question and options and find the answer. Well, the way that I use to find the answers is to first read the question. So I first read the question and I underline the keywords. Underlining the keywords is important. Now, what you know that what you are looking for. Now, for example, the question is asked, what are the drugs used in the treatment of asthma? Now, this is a very simple question, but what are the keywords? If you think about the keywords are, you are trying to search for drugs. So drugs is a keyword here. And for which disease is it? It is for asthma. Okay, so drugs and asthma in this case will be keywords. Now you know what you're looking for. You're looking for the drugs that are used for the treatment of asthma. Now, what you will do is you will go and read the text, but you will do it very, very, very quickly. Okay, just skimming, that's moving your eyes quickly through the text. Okay, and what you will look for in this text, you will look for those 2 keywords that you kept in your mind from the question. So you will be going to look for drugs and asthma. So you found your keyword. Now what you will do? Now let's say you found your keyword. Now what are you going to do with it? You're going to read around the keyword. So you're going to read the lines above and below the keyword, and then you will go back and read the options, the question and the options again, and you will surely find the answer from one of the options here. Okay? Now, this is a very general way to find the answer in part B. Okay? Now, there are some tricks that you can use in order to get answers very quickly. So, let's dive deep into that. So let's say, you have very, very less time now, and you have to complete five questions, and you just have 5 minutes left. So what is it that you're gonna do? You don't even have 2 minutes per question. So what you can do is you can read the question. So you read the question and you read the first and the last line of the text. Okay? And then you go back and read the question and the answer options. Okay, so why am I telling you this? Because, after I gave lots and lots of exams, I happened to find or analyze that most of the questions contain the answers in their either in their first or their last lines. Now, let's take an example of this one. Okay? So, you have a question here. Let's say you just have a minute or 30 seconds left to answer this question. Okay, so you'll read the question. What is the email from the admin team asking frontline staff to do over the next 6 months? Okay, so what you will do is you will see the first line. We have been noticing a steady increase in a non-show appointments at the practice. Okay, there's nothing there. You'll go and read the last line. Okay, we will also set the start date of this policy 6 months from today's, so all patients will have sufficient time to be informed of the new rules. Okay, please make sure that all patients are aware of these changes at the end of each appointment. Now, you go back and read the question again. What's the email from the admin team asking frontline staff to do over next 6 months? So next 6 months, 6 months from today is next 6 months. Okay, so what are they asking the frontline staff to do? Well, are they asking to charge a fee? I don't see there's anything related to fee here, so this one is eliminated. Call patients with a reminder 24 hours prior to their appointment. Is anything like that written here? No, I don't find it. Eliminated. Inform patients of the changes to be implemented. Is it said that? Informed of new rules. New rules are the changes that are going to be aware of the changes that are going to be implemented. So the answer is C. Right. So how did we get this answer? Just by reading the last line. Now let's take another example. So this one, I want you people to give the answer to this one. So the guidelines inform us that incisional hernias, okay, you don't see the options, you read the first line. Oh, we have something about incisional hernia and we have something about guidelines. These are the keywords. Occur post-operatively. An incisional hernia passes through an incision previously made during surgery when the closure of abdominal tissues fail to heal properly. Okay, do we have anything related to the options? Are caused by surgery. Okay, incisional hernia passes through an incision during surgery. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the answer. Let's say yes. Okay, form when patients cut themselves. Okay, let's read it down. Be sure to cover during checkups. Okay, there's nothing like that written here. And if you have very less time, you don't even have time to eliminate the options, then just go with the one that you think is the answer. But if you have time to eliminate, well, I always advise students to eliminate in order to be confirmed of your answer. So in order to eliminate the answer, you'll have to read everything, right? Because in the first paragraph, it's already only given about incisional hernias being caused by surgery. So if you don't have time, just go with the first option, and that's the right answer. Okay, so that's what I was trying to tell you, that the answers are usually located in the first and last line. I advise to read everything, but if you don't have much time, then just go for first and last line. Okay, now the second thing is looking for specific information. Now, when I say looking for specific information, what I mean is, if the question asks you about the information that stands out. Now, what is the information that stands out? That's in capital letter PCOD. It stands out from the rest of the text, okay? And or BCR, gene mutation. So BCR also stands out. A number will also stand out. So if a question asks you anything that about something that can stand out, so what do you do? Well, you just look for this specific words which are present in the text. So it's very easy to, move your eyes around and find, oh, this is PCOD because it's in the capital letter. Numbers are different from characters in English. So it's easy to find that out. So let's take an example of this. We have a question, why epinephrine added to lidocaine injections? We are going to mark the keywords. So we have epinephrine and lidocaine injections. Okay, so why is epinephrine added? So they're asking us the reason. Okay, so we'll go, okay, let's search for epinephrine, and when you go around lidocaine injections, but it's all about lidocaine, so we'll search only for epinephrine. Okay, yeah, I got it here. So epinephrine is and then you will read around it, is often included to constrict local blood vessels for longer duration, but can increase the risk of causing ischemia in areas with poor blood supply. Okay, let's read the options. Is it to numb the area, epinephrine? Well, you can apply your own medical knowledge as well. No, I don't think so. Epinephrine has never been used to numb the area. Okay, can be to prolong the effects or to reduce patient discomfort. Okay, used to constrict local blood vessels for longer duration. So when it says to constrict local blood vessels for longer duration, the drug that's injected, that's lidocaine, can exert its effects for a longer duration of time. So it is indirectly saying that. Sometimes you also have to infer what the text is saying to you. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, fine. Okay, there is third very important thing that I like to mention, and that is you need to, it's very, very important, move on if you can't find the answer. Okay, so OET has a set limit of putting questions that are very, very tough in the middle. So what does it do is it puts a question that's very tough to solve in the middle so that you get occupied with that question and you lose your time. But you have to act smartly in that. And if you have spent 2 minutes already on one question and you don't seem to get an answer to it, what are you going to do about it? You are going to leave it. You don't have to waste your time, because remember, there are easier questions that are waiting for you. And if you give all your time to this question, you might risk yourself getting a score less than B. So remember that. Okay, so that's all about approaching part B. Now let's talk about approaching part C. So I have already discussed about the questions. There are 16 questions in total. There are 2 long texts. These are about 700 to 800 words, and in this there are 4 multiple choice questions. So how are you going to approach this? So what you're going to do is you're going to approach every single question. So every single question is from a designated paragraph, and it's written in the question that this question is from this paragraph. So you'll read the question, go to the text, or go to the paragraph in which the answer lies, read the paragraph, and come to the options and question. So you have to apply similar techniques in this as well. Similar techniques to part B. Okay, so I guess that's all for today's techniques, tips, and tricks in order to solve part B and C of the OET reading subtest. So here is a recap for you to get a general idea. So I'm just scrolling this down because it's over the limit, this video, so you can just take a photograph or a screenshot of this. And
that's all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it and you gained something out of it. And if you did, please encourage me. Like this video, comment what you learned from this video, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that bell down below so that you can get updates of my videos. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I'll drop a link of my playlist. It's about speaking, reading, writing, and also in general how I pass my OET. Do watch those videos as well. I am sure they're going to help you. So until then, keep safe, keep healthy, and keep watching my videos. Bye bye.